It's Week 16 of the National Football League, and we'll have our eyes on Darnell Mooney, author of an 1,100-yard season so far, and hoping to add more. It's the Bears and the Bills, and it's all up next.
Well, the good news is that the winds aren't as violent as they were yesterday in Chicago, but it's still pretty darn cold to be expected. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they'll be led by their 5'11" quarterback, and a mobile one at that. From Temple, it's P.J. Walker. Walker throwing to start the drive. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. From the 29, Walker, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Christmas Eve here in 2022, a big slate today of Saturday games, but we will have, ready for this, a triple header of action on Christmas Day tomorrow. I think it's pretty safe to say we won't have a white Christmas in any of these places, however. We start with the Packers and Dolphins in Miami at 1 Eastern. Then we got the Broncos and Rams from Los Angeles. And then finally, the Bucs and Cardinals at 8:20 Eastern in the desert. Plus one more for good measure on Monday. Once the family's all gone back home and Grandma's puttered out of the house, grab the leftovers and sit back and watch the Chargers and the Colts from Indianapolis. A gain of 3, second down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
To throw is Walker. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up fourth down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. The numbers for him from a week ago: 16 carries, 85 yards, and a touchdown.
He's really been someone special to watch this season and brings a real unique element to their offense. Even with defenses focusing on him all year, he still sits 4th in the league in yardage. Hard to come up with an answer for a back playing as well as he has been. They've got their work cut out for them in this one as he chases another big week.
Second down, here's Barkley again. It's a room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now at his first 2 carries of the ballgame. Boy, Saquon Barkley, nothing short of electrifying with a football in his hands, and he showed off one of his biggest attributes on that one, and that is his speed. They'll try and run forward Barkley, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. It's Barkley on the counter. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones, a touchback. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Walker hit and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near. And you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
From the 36, Allen. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Bills at 10-4 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown by Stephon Diggs. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now Walker. That's complete right side to Kmet. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 8 catches, 98 yards, and a score.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get over.
Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. To throw again on 2nd down. Walker. And again back to Kmet. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second down at 6 now from the 42. To throw is Walker. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. Short completion, just 4 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. A good chunk on the ground, and the keeper 17 yards, first down. Walker. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown Bears. Chase Claypool, 38 yards. And the Bears have cut it back within a score. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Allen going to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteeing he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
On play action, Allen. And this is incomplete. Oh, looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Ready.
on 2nd and 12. Walker throws the out route and finds Claypool. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football.
And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
On play action, Allen dancing to his left. Going deep for Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. No run back here for Jones. A touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Walker. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun here, Walker. There's Mooney with another catch. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the 45 on 2nd down, Walker, and his throw here is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Walker now locates Mooney on the out route. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 43. Give him 12 yards on that one and earns him a fresh set of downs. A first down throw for Walker. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Allen now on first down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Now a point after try for Santos. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other
for a touchdown.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football.
And bringing it in, it's Davis. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've reached...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs.
This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to their general manager and say, is there any way you could get a trade for him, bring him over to our team so we don't have to cover him anymore? Because he is really having a heck of a ball game, isn't he?
Boy, he is. I don't know that big game trade's going to happen, but good for him.
58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Running again with Barkley on second down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
They'll run it again with Barkley.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, here's Barkley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The big part of the middle linebacker's job is being able to take out blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line that hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On third down, Barkley. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Up the middle with Barkley. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. To throw, it's Allen. To Barkley on the check down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. All told, it's a loss of 8 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Play action. Now it's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Walker's throw there, complete to Mooney.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that, Bert?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Walker.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is a season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you stop the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
96 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Back now at Soldier Field. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Allen. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Another try for Barkley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good, and the Bills will add on to their lead.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chicago offense set to get started. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. That's a cornerback in for the sack. Tre'Davious White.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
Another try after the first down sack. Walker, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And this is going to be brought back for a Bills touchdown. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6.
And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Walker's throw complete here to Kmet.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Now Walker.
Looking left sideline, incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Hey, check that.
4th down, Walker.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
Buying time to his left. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Bills are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here and maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
So now the Bears down on the scoreboard. A little over a minute and a half remaining. They're going to need a Christmas miracle to pull this one out as they've got it 1st and 10.
And Walker now to throw on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
Offside. Defense.
They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there.
And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. And we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. That'll give him 8 that time. And 3rd and 8 now.
To throw is Walker. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Forced out to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Facing a big fourth-quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Here's Walker throwing after the interception. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Throwing again on second down. Walker. And now here is another interception. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
And the Bills are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his...
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play. So it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt about it.
Maybe some pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned, we have learned the Madden way of doing things.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Bills, it's a big win here as they move to 11-4 now in the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions.
it.